as we get ready for Moto2 here in Mugello. The green flag waves at the back in a 21-lap race. He's underway here in Italy. A good start there from Lutti on second on the grid. In fact, he immediately powers past his teammate Marcel Schrotter. It's Marquez in third. It is a good start from Remy Gardner. He's trying to fly through, and now Bastianini, the rookie, also. But it will be Lutti that leads into turn one.
Lutti judged the lights perfectly then. He does lead into San Donato. Schrotter then pushed back to second place. It's Marquez who started third in third place. Jorge Navarro started fifth as well, so he's held station on this contact.
Oh, it was massive contact. That was started by...
Xavi Vierge was involved. Was it Fabio Di Antonio as well?
I think it was all started off by one of the SAG Racing team riders as well, but we'll have a look in a moment, and that's Iker Lecuona, is it?
Yeah, well, he's had a shocking weekend, hasn't he, Lecuona? He's been nowhere. I think there was definitely, I saw a nudge, big nudge on Xavi Vierge. And they are Bastianini. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this young man can do in this race. He qualified pretty well in 11th place. He's always had stunning late race pace. Second half of races, Bastianini has been on hot form. What can he do in this Mugello Grand Prix?
Coming down into Zavelli then, Luca Marini almost threw it away early, tucking the front. Good start though from the two Dynavolt intact riders there, 1 and 2. There is Bastianini, as Matt mentioned, just going up the inside of Simone Corsi, who sadly crashed out of second place, didn't he, last time out in Le Mans. So it is Lutti from Schrotter, then Alex Marquez and Luca Marini, then Navarro, Lowe's off to a good start. Baldassari there making progress, trying to go through on his teammate Augusto Fernandez, who doesn't seem to really want to give up that place. Come through Arrabbiata 1 and now Arrabbiata 2. Marcel Schrotter just gaining a 10th on his teammate Tom Lutti here. Up over the crest they go, and then they'll brake hard. Alex Marquez just trying to avoid the grass there. Backing it in is Luca Marini as well, as Baldassari then picks off Nicolo Bulega, fellow academy rider at the ranch.
Yeah, he's making some decent early headway here, Baldassari. That's 9th place collected for him. Into the final corner, Vicini on board with Alex Marquez. The two Dynavolt intact, Kalex chassis ahead of him. Lutti still leads the way from his teammate Marcel Schrotter.
Good drive there from Alex Marquez. Look at this, he's in the slipstream here of Marcel Schrotter now. Surely he's going to go up into second place.
And these are the fastest Moto2 motorcycles we've ever seen. Nicolo Bulega broke the magic 300km/h mark for the first time. It was a perfect time to ride on board with Alex Marquez, just to see him wind up that Triumph 765 engine into top gear, nudging close to that magic 300km/h barrier. He picked off Schrotter in the slipstream. Now what's he got for Lutti early on?
Oh, good move that from Luca Marini. Saw a big door wide open there from Marcel Schrotter, and this is where Marcel Schrotter sometimes tends to struggle. He can get bullied quite a lot. He's trying to retaliate here. That was neatly done by the German rider, but he just needs to try and keep himself calm here.
Yeah, at least he's not shrinking into his shell. Tepe Nagawe, the replacement for Somkiat Chantra, I'm afraid his Grand Prix debut has come to a premature end. He's down at the final corner. Wasn't having actually a bad weekend, was Nagawe. Oh, that was tight really between close. Navarro and Schrotter in Arrabbiata too. That's lost Jorge Navarro a couple of tenths at least. He's lost about a dozen bike lengths there, Navarro.
In the background, and there Bastianini has disposed of Sam Lowe's for now, so the Italian rookie's made his way up into 6th.
Well, Sam Lowe's has hit the buffers big style at the moment. Last time around he did a 1:53.6, which if you compare that to race leader Tom Lutti, was a full second slower. Everybody in front of Sam Lowe's, bar Corsi, was easily in the 52s.
You know, it's weird this with Sam Lowe's. This happens a lot in races, but then in the end, towards the latter stage, when the fuel load lightens, he's able to come back through. Bulega, and Marquez has just taken the lead as well.
Yeah, a couple of position changes there. The crucial one, Marquez for the lead on Lutti. Jorge Navarro as well has pounced on Marcel Schrotter. There we are. That's the battle raging right now for 4th place. It's advantage Navarro.
Simone Corsi's just dropped off our time screens as well, so I think he might well have had a moment somewhere. That's a shame for Bulega after a career best qualifying in Moto2. So Alex Marquez got out front in Le Mans and cleared away and managed it beautifully. Can he do the same again here? Luca Marini at the moment has just taken a couple of tenths out of them actually in 3rd, so keep an eye on the number 10. Then it's Navarro, Schrotter, Bastianini, Baldassari, Fernandez, Lowe's and Pizzini. That's your top 10. as it stands, the live championship would be neatly poised going into Catalonia, wouldn't it? 11 points covering 4 riders. So the gap at the front, 1.1 seconds. There's Marcel Schrotter just behind Lorenzo Baldassarri. This has been a good salvage job so far from the World Championship leader. He's now just up behind Jorge Navarro, who traditionally starts to pick things up from this moment onwards in races. Here is on board with Tom Luthi then, looking back to Luca Marini, who's seeing Alex Marquez clear off into the distance and is getting a bit desperate now to try and pass the Swiss rider. Shout out to Gil Antonio, who's managed to force his way back into the points. Looking here at the battle for second place, Luca Marini desperately trying to find his way through, and does. That's brilliantly done by Luca Marini. Down the hill, through Cifelli and into the second place. Navarro trying to find a way through to make it 4 podiums on the trot. Just a bit deep though into turn 1 there, Navarro on the speed up. That's a big mistake, and he has to then give up on 4th place. Lorenzo Baldassarri then moves back up there.
Couple of times now, Navarro's just bitten off a little bit more than he can chew in that San Donato corner. It's an easy mistake to make. You know, you're hitting the brakes in the slipstream at nearly 300 kilometres an hour. Well, Alex Marquez has executed Le Mans and Mugello a little bit like the way older brother Mark goes about his business.
Yep, it's the final lap here in Mugello. And this is smelling very Marquez, isn't it? A brilliant job so far done by Alex. He's got 2.5 seconds in his back pocket as we enter the last lap. Baldassarri looks like he has waved the white flag in terms of that pursuit for the podium, as Enea Bastianini's having a bit of a late moment. Navarro's lost a few places there. Augusto Fernandez sweeps through, but Bastianini here is in line then for a 5th place finish.
Guess what, Steve? Who was the fastest man on the track last time around on worn tyres? The only man in the field anywhere near a 152? Enea Bastianini. How often does he do this? Come on, Enea, get your Saturday afternoon qualifying sorted out, because you're going to be on the podium very, very soon. It's been another stunning late charge from him. It's going to be a first top 6 finish as a Moto2 World Championship rider. 7th was his best last time out in Le Mans. He just keeps growing in stature, but I can see the headlines now. Marquez masters Mugello, and that's exactly what he has done.
It would be good to see Luca Marini back on the podium. Well overdue, that one. He looks like he's going to hold off Luthi for that 2nd place.
Yeah, Navarro and Schrotter, they've run out of steam late on. They're going to, well, at best be around 6th, 7th. Sam Lowe's had a very, very lonely afternoon in 9th. He never really got himself into contention for the podium. Into the final sector then, and it has been a Marquez masterclass in Mugello. Quite brilliant performance by the Spanish rider. Luca Marini looks like he's well set for 2nd place. No dramas for him in the final corner, but it's all been about one man in Moto2 yet again.
Here we are then in Mugello, and Alex Marquez for the first time makes it back-to-back wins in the intermediate class. Luca Marini takes 2nd place, his first podium of the year. And Tom Luthi's championship gets a bit of a boost there in 3rd, although I'm sure he would have wanted more.
But Moto2 right now is all about one man, and it's the Spanish rider Eugenio Gianni, Regional Council of Tuscany President, handing over the Race Winners' Trophy to Alex Marquez, the 23-year-old Spaniard, his 31st podium finish of his Grand Prix career, 16th in Moto2, his 5th win in Moto2 as well. And he heads to Barcelona, chasing the hat-trick.